I do really like this palette. Do we need it? No. If you have some Natasha Denona palettes, if you have just some neutral eyeshadow palettes in general, this is nothing that is reinventing the wheel here. So I've been reviewing Natasha Denona since basically the beginning of the brand. So I know so many of my OG viewers, the OG Natasha Denona fans, you're gonna be very disappointed by this. I want to start with this video like, I get it. I totally understand why you would be upset. You guys know I'm just a neutral eyeshadow, neutral eye makeup person at the current moment in time. I, for one, am not mad. But I do want to acknowledge the feeling of all my OG viewers. Like, yeah, she's changed. Because even for a while there, she was doing a good job of balancing neutral palettes and her fun color stories. And she was still holding that integrity to Natasha Denona. But yeah, it's been a lot of neutral after neutral after neutral. So OG Natasha fans, I feel you. I sympathize for you. Like, I get why you would be upset because it's a lot of neutrals. Now, I am a neutral lover, but even I still have to be like, Natasha, can we come out with something fun? Yes, we do have a new Natasha Denona palette that I'm going to be talking about today. This is a shopper drop, meaning I do not have the palette, but I want to give you guys my opinions, my thoughts, what I'm looking forward to. As always, shopper drops are meant for conversation in the comments. Give me your brutally honest opinions, any questions that you might have for my review, because of course, she is a shop. I will be shopping it up. This palette has been revealed for a while. I believe Trendmood leaked it like last week, but I like to wait for the brand, if possible, to give a little bit more info before I film a shopper drop. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new Natasha Denona tan palette, and just the name of that, me liking me. I mean, my initial first reaction looking at this palette, right up my alley. These are perfect everyday tones. What gives me pause, I don't think there's enough, like I need a matte black in here, a matte. It doesn't look like dip is matte. A matte deep brown. I think the matte shades in here, they're tan, they're true to the name of the palette, but I need a little bit more variety here. And a lot of mid-tone shimmers here that would limit the variety of looks that you can get, but we'll see. So this video right here was her initial teaser that she posted yesterday. We've got some close-ups of the glitter and reflex. Am I crazy, or does that look like a little unfinished there? Anyways, the palette is officially launching on May 31st, and then it will also be coming out a little bit earlier on the Sephora app. She put it somewhere. I can't wait for this. Obviously, if you can see my own comment. So it is meant for the neutral lover. And what happens with these brands, we've seen this time and time again. Pat McGrath, for example, Charlotte Tilbury now as well, where the brand starts off, well, maybe not Charlotte Tilbury, but anyways, the brand starts off a little bit more fun with more colors. And then as they make more money, they start launching neutral palettes, because I'm going to assume that is what sells. But then they keep doing it to the point where nothing sells after that. But I want to come from the lens of my OG viewers. But I do really like this palette. Do we need it? No. If you have some Natasha Denona palettes, if you have just some neutral eyeshadow palettes in general, this is nothing that is reinventing the wheel here. I don't really love the look she did this time. I think she was going for like a summery, easy look, but they look a little messy to me. I've said it. Okay, here are the swatches. So dip, I guess, is a black, but I think it's that cream to powder formula. There's a little bit of a sheen, but I just feel like this is a lot of like mid-tones here. I'm not seeing a ton of opportunity for light and depth here. Light and shadow. So I see this palette as being a palette that's good for very simple looks, which is what she's done, I feel like, with a lot of palettes. Just like the tone would be different, but the color placement, there's not as many options. You see what I mean? Am I crazy? Do the looks look a little messy this time? I mean, I'm not a makeup artist anymore. And Natasha Denona is an amazing makeup artist, so I don't want to like critique her work as not a makeup artist, a world-renowned makeup artist, but I just don't love the looks this time around as much. You can see this is what she's doing to get those glitters to show, to work with the lighting here. cute everyday look. And then, you know, she has those signature swatches where she digs into the shadow and takes the shadow all the way down the arm. I mean, the quality of these shadows have got to be superb. It's Natasha Denona here. And looking at this palette a little bit more up close, I do think it looks like there's a little bit more varying depths and tones here, so that's good. But yeah, you're gonna get a very bronzy, simple, glowy eye with this. Let's see, exclusively available on Sephora and Sephora in Canada. You can get it on the app May 29th. So make sure you are following me and have that notification bell on, because I will let you guys know when these launch. And then I have to say, I do really like the Natasha Denona website because they have a great point system, and everything that I've ever ordered from there comes really, really nicely packaged. Like, nothing's gonna break. Also, we'll be coming to Ulta and Sephora. And here we have all of the shade descriptions. Now, this is gonna have creamy mattes, metallics, sparkling foiled, metallic satins. Interesting. I think I got everything. And there's only one repeat shade, so the iconic Indie shade Soft Spot, which is the perfect, I mean the most perfect transition shade or starting off shade or light crease shade. So that's a shade that I do not mind being repeated here. Slip Cream Matte Formulas. Sorry, I'm just reading this. I hadn't read it yet. Cut this out, how's I? Oh, it will even be coming to Sephora X Kohl's on May 31st and then Ulta. So wherever your preferred retailer is when it comes to Natasha Denona, it's going to be there. One thing about Natasha Denona, she has them in all real retailers to so many different countries. So I definitely think that's a plus to the brand. So I'm on her story now, and this right now has all of the information that you might need. Like this photo right here, I'm liking what I'm seeing better. If I'm being picky, I like this palette on first glance, but you know, as a reviewer, I have to be picky, and I worry about the varying depths here. I feel like maybe a couple more lighter shades for the eyelid and a lighter matte shade would have been nice, but we'll see. I might feel differently, and with photos like these, I feel like I can work with it a little bit better. But I do feel with Natasha Denona palettes lately, there's been a lack of variety of looks that you can get. I'm just like letting this roll as I speak, but oh, it will be also in Spain. I won't be in Spain at the time, but good to know they're getting it pretty soon this time. If you don't know, my husband's from Spain, so I always pay attention to that a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at the swatches here. The packaging, very nice. I do like the packaging. It's totally giving a summer vibe. And they have the lighting set so that you can really see those sparkling foiled shades. Look at that crystal shade in the center. Ooh, look at that sparkling crystal shade in the center. Spritz. I mean, these are my tones. I can't even lie to you guys. The more I'm looking at it, the more I like it because, I mean, they're warm leaning for sure, especially the matte shades. But you do have some cooler, especially with the shimmer shades as well. Like, these are my tones. Nothing leading too warm or too cool. I see when she swatches them, then I see a little bit more varying depths. I like it, you guys. Okay. I am sad for my color eyeshadow lovers, for the people who love Natasha Denona for her risk-taking with the colors that she would make. But man, I like this palette. I'm gonna, like, she just keeps, like, with every neutral palette, it just becomes closer to being a bit of me, you know? I pulled a few palettes to look at. I mean, Glam is definitely a lot more cool. Nude is more peachy, I feel like. Oh, and also this is a midi style palette. I definitely see some resemblance with the golden eyeshadow palette. I do feel like they look pretty similar. The golden obviously has more golden tones, but I'll have to do a comparison because this is reminding me a lot of the golden palette. And talking of the neutral launches, remember when she launched like 2 straight neutral palettes? This I feel like has a lot more warmer tones in here, and I think the shimmers and the tan look a lot better. But when she did just launch this is the dark eye sculpt palette. I did also pull the bronze palette, which is overwhelmingly much more warm, so that's not even close. Now, this was inspired from the tan cheek quad, which long ago I believe I decluttered because I hated that thing. I just didn't like some of the formulas in there, and then the colors I didn't love. But I do love this in eye form. And the eye category has to be difficult now because, let's face it, the general public is not as into eyeshadow as much anymore. That's not the focal point of Sephora anymore. Remember, you could go in and just to see the eyeshadow palettes. So eyeshadow palettes are a hard sell now, but at least Natasha's still launching some palettes because it has to be a hard sell when we're talking general consumer behavior, not us crazy makeup obsessed people that if you're watching this, you're one of those. Overall though, you guys, I like it. I do. I think it's gorgeous. I'm not overly excited about it because we've seen this before a billion times over. It's nothing crazy, but I do see this as a new favorite Natasha Denona palette, so long as the quality is really nice. As always with my shopper drops on my Instagram page, if you want to follow me, morganturner makeup, I put out a call. I wanted to know your guys' thoughts. I always love and appreciate your opinions. So let's see what you guys are saying. So first thing we have, simple is best. And right now that seems to be the trend. I mean, look at my eyeshadow right now. I'm loving a more simple eye look. I know my blush is a little crazy. We were playing with the new Patrick Ta blushes again today. Trying to finalize my opinions on that. But I paired it with a simpler eye because people are playing up blush more. They're playing up skin more, and eyes have taken a back burner. So with the current trends, this makes sense. Not exciting, but also excited to get it. I feel you on that one. I agree, it's not the most exciting launch, but like, I'm gonna like it and I'm gonna enjoy it, and the proof will be in the pudding of how much I end up using it, which I am thinking I'm going to be using it a lot, hopefully. Looks like the bronze palette. Do we really need it? To me, it does not. Now, putting them side by side, this is so orange yellow. It doesn't. Not saying that she doesn't have other palettes that look like that. But yeah, ask yourself, these are expensive purchases. Do you really need it? The answer is probably no. Eyeshadow palettes last a long time. But you know my channel, like, it's not for you guys having reason. Okay? We just love makeup here. That's okay. Also like a mini Biba. Yes, you know what? I was thinking that as well, and it's in the more better size, the midi size. Sorry guys, obviously I have mom brain right now. But yeah, I can see it kind of, I think it is a little bit more themed. What I like about Biba is there really isn't a theme. It's just like a bunch of different neutrals with different undertones. So this is still a little bit monochromatic, but totally see it. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yes. Should I just make that the bio for my channel now? Because you speak truth. I love that it has more neutral bronzy tones. I'm excited for this because that's what I mean when I say I feel like this palette's a little bit more me, because I don't like a true cool neutral or true warm neutral. I like something that kind of sits in the middle with some warm tones and some cool tones. Yeah, I like how these are bronzy, but not too warm. Another warm palette, not buying, especially if you have a cool undertone. I can imagine this palette even more warm, so I would definitely understand that. These are big purchases, like, don't buy it if you don't want it. Bronze, but not as warm. I think, like, the bronze to me looks like a completely different palette. It's so warm. Like, I think it's quite different. Looks boring, but nice. Yes, but that's, like, what I'm using nowadays. So we gotta evaluate from that lens. But yes, you are right, Nicole. I love it, but I probably don't need it. Of course not. One thing with Natasha though, I feel like her palettes last a really long time. They don't dry out. They're such a good high quality formula with good ingredients that even if they're past their expiration date, which don't sue me, I'm not telling you to use a palette past its expiration date, but like, let's be real, who listens to that? So long as you keep your brushes clean and take care of the palette, store it nicely, the quality is gonna remain the same for years to come. I'm not saying that you need it, Leandra, by the way, but that's why I feel less guilty. Jealous because I'm pale. Yeah, it is a little bit on the deeper side, and there's not a lot of lighter tones. You are correct. I didn't even think of that, Jennifer. Great point. See, this is why I love getting your guys' opinions. Do I already have similar colors? Yes. Will I buy it also? Yes. Okay, thank you. My people are in the chat. You guys get me. Super pretty, but I have these colors 100 times over. For sure. I'm sure I have similar shades in other palettes, Still one. Is it boring? Yes, will I? Okay, you know what? Really, my people are here. My people are here. But I think everybody's kind of agreeing where it's a pretty palette. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing new. It's nothing overly exciting and different for Natasha Denona. You probably have these shades, but if these are shades you'll use a lot, like, it is a little something to be excited about, you know? But, you know, Clark here is not super excited. Clark or Ashley, not sure. Great replacement for the expired Biba and Bronze palettes. Are you listening to the expiration dates? If you are, then yes, this is a great replacement. I don't know though. The Biba just like hits right. There's something special about the Biba, if you ask me. On the fence, I like it enough, but not sure if I like it enough maybe on a sale. And that's the thing with makeup nowadays. If you don't have major FOMO like me, oh my gosh, these will eventually go on sale. Honestly, if I didn't do what I did for a living, I would not pay full price for makeup, period, unless it was like a really crazy launch, because there are so many makeup sales. So that's true. I mean, that's why I get the reviews up for you, so you can be prepared for when the sale comes. So that's true. Meh. Okay, fair. Lovely for deeper skin tones. I do think we could have used a little bit more deep. Like the shimmer shades, great for deep skin tones, but I think we could have done a little bit more with the mattes. Way too repetitive within itself and her other palettes, in my opinion. Yep, that's kind of what I was looking at. I fear I need this and I don't even wear eyeshadow anymore. How many of you guys used to be obsessed with eyeshadows and now you're not really wearing them anymore? I mean, I still wear eyeshadow almost daily. It's just the colors that I go for are a lot different now. So I'm still an eyeshadow girl. Boring? Yes. Do I have these already? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. Also, yes. Like, this is the side that I'm on if I haven't made it clear. Yes! Okay. Love the enthusiasm. Yeah, I mean, so you guys are kind of on par with how I'm feeling for the most part. I can't say that this is the outright most beautiful palette that I've ever seen and it's the most exciting launch from Natasha Denona ever, but these are my colors. So I am excited. I do need Natasha to come out with something a little bit different next time for an eyeshadow palette. Let's go back. I know it probably won't sell as well, but I'm waiting for Natasha Denona has hit a good purple palette, but not quite to what I've been wanting, so I'm still like holding out. Also, can you make the 28 pan palettes, bring them back, modernize them, and shrink them down to the midi sizes? If you're watching this, Natasha Denona, please tell me. Just send me a wink or something. Hit me in the DMs, because that's what I want, por favor, from an OG fan. Anyways, obviously this is a shop. That goes without saying. I will be getting a review up on this as soon as I can, so make sure if you have any questions, put them down below in the comments. Any palettes you want me to swatch, compare them to. What palettes does this remind you of? Let's get the conversation going on. Thank you guys so much for watching my shopper drops. I love the discussions going on in the comments always. So here we are. Hope you guys enjoy it. See you in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.
It's delicious.